What's going on, fam? I'm not gonna hold y'all in here too long. Just want to give you all a quick tip for what you can implement in your day-to-day life, and it will make a world of difference. And I mean a world of difference. So it's a motivation hack. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're anybody that is self-motivated, self-driven, you already know that keeping your motivation it can be a challenge. It can be difficult. And if you're not somebody in that category, if you're starting a new routine, a new habit, you will find out, if you haven't already found out, that again, keeping your motivation it's difficult. It is not the easiest thing in the world to do. And there are even some debates that say motivation is crap. It's just a spark. You got to stay inspired. But this is something that I found that helps in all areas, in all aspects of wherever you're at in life, whether you are developing a new habit, getting some stuff done that requires, a lot of continued effort, or if you're just trying to rebuild yourself. And it is the power of morning ritual. So let's dig into it real quick. Rituals are just things that you do habitually. Same thing as when people say you do something religiously. Rituals are the same thing. You could call it a habit as well. I like the ritual. I like saying it's a ritual because what it does is it sets the tone for a lot of different things depending on how you do your ritual and what your ritual consists of. So I recommend you develop a morning ritual or a rising ritual. First thing in the rising, first thing, as soon as you get up, you should have a few things that you do. There's studies and experts that will say don't make more, like make sure you don't have more than 3 goals. That's cool. I can agree with that. It doesn't it keeps you from feeling overwhelmed, and it keeps you from feeling like there's not enough time in a day. So one of your goals, the first goal, as soon as you rise, as soon as you get up, do a ritual. And that could be, working out. It could be meditation. It could be cleaning. It could be prayer. It could be whatever you want. It could be reading. It doesn't really matter per se, but it needs to be something that you do every day, no matter what. It should be the first, if not one of the first things you do. And it has to mean something to you. It has to get you closer to your bigger goals in life. What this does is, as soon as you finish, you already, to me, at least from my experience, you kind of get a tapered hit of dopamine, right? Because as soon as you finish, you got one of your goals done for the day. It makes you feel good, and that's why I'm saying make sure it's something that gets you close to your goal. You know for sure that you've gotten closer to your goal, and it establishes a sense of discipline, and it also gives you a sense of I'm gonna call it normalcy, for lack of a better word. It allows you to feel like your life is flowing. It gets you into the flow state because you're already getting things knocked out. And you get things knocked out first thing in the rising, the rest of your day goes a lot smoother because now you've built momentum. You've built momentum. So I highly, 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 highly encourage you all to adapt a rising ritual. Just tell y'all what mine is, and depending on your circumstances, you can't always adopt a long ritual, especially if you work a traditional job or you got kids and responsibilities and your own level of commitment and discipline. Because if you have a lot of extra responsibilities, you got one of two things you can do. One, you can have a shorter ritual, or two, you can wake up earlier. Now, a lot of people don't opt to wake up earlier because in order to do that effectively and sustainably, it causes people to have to revamp their life. Again, it causes you to revamp your life and you want to wake up early because that means you typically have to go to bed earlier, or you have to adjust your diet and other lifestyle factors so that you have more energy, so that you don't feel run down and bogged down throughout the day. My rising ritual is about 2.5 hours long. That's just me though, but it makes me feel fantastic. And if I wake up when I'm supposed to or not, it doesn't matter. It's the first thing I do. So what I do, as soon as I get up, I do a stretching routine. I get my body moving and I get the blood flowing through the different extremities. Right now, I'm in a rehab stage of my life, so it's kind of a rehab stretching routine to get my body, functioning properly and pain free. Immediately after that, I do my energy cultivation exercises, and then after that, I do an hour-long meditation. As soon as I'm done with that, it is a calmness, one from the meditation, and it's also a surge of energy because I built momentum, and I know I've built momentum. My mind is leveled, my mind is clear now, and no matter what happens, if I didn't get anything done the rest of the day, I've gotten the most important things done for me, and I've gotten closer to my goals. But that's it, y'all. That's it in a nutshell, really. I highly encourage you all, adopt a rising ritual. Get something that you do every single day. And I wouldn't make it so strenuous. You don't want to fall into the I'm sore trap, because that's the deal. But I would get something simple, maybe it's prayer, meditation, whatever you want to do. But just get something done every single day. Make it a habit. Make it a ritual. You do it regardless. And do it first thing. Don't do your best not to postpone it as much as you possibly can. As much as you possibly can. If you wake up late, you get it done. One of the big things that I want to emphasize with this, oh man, I didn't see this eye booger. Oh, it's not, it's just my eyes glowing. One thing I want to really emphasize right now though is I harp doing this regardless if you're running late, regardless of a whole bunch of other factors, is because you are here for you first and foremost. I know we have responsibilities. I know we have other things going on for us. Excuse me. I know we got a lot of stuff happening in our lives, but you got to take care of you and you got to build yourself up first and foremost. What you don't want to do is keep putting yourself in the back burner by putting off your goals and your rituals off because you got somebody else's things or an outside obligation to do. I would suggest not making too many commitments just in general in life. Be very sparing whenever you're making commitments, and I'm not saying, be unloyal or be flaky, but, don't commit to everything. So it's okay to say you'll think about it. I'll do what I can. And the reason why I'm saying this is when you put your own ritual, when you put your own habit last, you're training your subconscious that you are not your first priority. To a degree, you're training yourself to put yourself second and beneath other people. It's very subtle, it's very slight, but this is a way to take back some of your power by making a ritual and sticking to it and making sure you get it done regardless of whatever else is going on and besides any other outside responsibilities. Now, the last half of this little talk we're going to do is, if you have an issue with it or if you have a hard time being accountable, or if you have a hard time figuring out what your ritual should be, I'm extending my hand as an invitation. Let's schedule a call and, let's figure out if we can work together. And if you are willing and ready to go to the next stage of your life or open up a new stage in your life, this is the time for you. It's very important that you do these things. It's very important that you begin to take and put yourself as a priority. You have to make yourself a priority. If you don't make yourself a priority, you will always be a back burner. And if you're in a back burner, oftentimes you get forgotten and you waste your life. You waste your existence. I know it sounds harsh. I know it sounds maybe very critical or cynical, but it's not. You got to put yourself first. You got to work on you. And as I always say, you love yourself and you allow the love to overflow from the inside out. Like I said, if you are needing an accountability partner, if you're needing a coach, a mentor, If you want to develop certain practices, I encourage you to shoot me a DM. My website is almost complete. I'm so excited, y'all. Been working on it for a minute now. I'm getting the flow going where I feel happy about it, and I think it's easily navigatable for you, the customer client. But yeah, y'all. Hope you have a fantastic Monday. Hope you are staying productive, and I hope you develop a ritual sometime soon. And I look forward to seeing some of y'all. Peace.